come from natural fruit extracts, but it's not the ones that I just did. It comes bottled. It's a French product. And this one was made with white chocolate shell. And so I'll show you how it was done. But what I'll be showing now is just the plain one, the plain dark one. So when I temper, to make sure that I have some warm chocolate around 40 degrees, and there's a 2/3, 1/3 rule. So I pour 2/3 of it. Mostly I work with a marble slab at home, and because it keeps the temperature more stable. And I spread it around to make sure to cool it off and spread the good. You have to move it around so the good crystals are developed. But if you don't develop the good crystals, you won't get the proper gloss, the proper snap, good chocolate. They stay glossy, for a long time, and they don't easily melt when you hold them. Because normally our hand temperature naman is reflective of the room temperature. It's just, so it's normally not 37 degrees our hand temperature. So good chocolate doesn't melt right away when you hold it. If you're using couverture, which is this one, and it's not properly tempered, it will melt easily. I'll pour it to the rest. And because that one was like around 24 degrees, and this one is like 40, so hopefully around 30. And they get together. And they will have the perfect fluidity as well as the perfect amount of crystals to set it in this. It's the surface of the mold, it will try to contract. Scrape off the excess. And then, this is very important. You can actually take out your arms. You have to really back it to the wall. Then get really loud. Because it's very important. Tiny air pockets can form, and a lot of the clients, when they see it, they don't understand it's air pockets. They thought an ant got into it. So actually, sometimes when you see the holes in the chocolates, it's air pockets formed during the production. But of course, the client will think it's from the ant or something. Takes out a lot of the aggression, especially if you do it at the end of a hard day. You literally look forward to the banging part and try to take out. And then you let it stand first until a thin shell forms, and then you pour out the excess. So The next one is I'm going to make the ganache, which is the filling. For the filling, a lot of things can be placed, like sometimes dry ingredients, like it's more stable, it's already in liquid form, and there's no granules already that we need to dissolve. So it makes us easier. And preferably, I don't really try to add more sweetener to the items. For most of my items, if not that it's for selling, that I need the shelf life to be between 3 to 4 weeks, and that is without preservative, a higher level of sugar is preferred because it also sugar, like when you make jams and jellies and you preserve foods, you also add sugar because sugar also inhibits the growth of bacteria. Normal proportions of chocolates. It can be 40% cream to 60% chocolate, but it can be lesser, especially if it's those ones without the shells, like the truffles that you see that are just with cocoa powder, the ones in the malls. So you have to add more chocolate so it's more stable and hardens up because the cream is actually very liquid and it makes it flow. But if you have the shell, you don't have to worry about that, and it actually, the soft center is a very attractive quality. I'll add the ganache. I think this is ready. I'll tap it out because I can see that there's already a thin shell, although the room is not that cold. That's why it's taking a long time. For pralines, it's very ideal to get the shells as thin as possible, but not too thin that it will break. Because a thin shell gives way to the soft ganache in the middle. So it's actually a very good thing if the shell easily breaks, because the primary star is the filling. I'll now put it inside the shell. Kuha ka ng kutsara. Kutsarita na lang.